But what we're doing today is this V6. It's an Evinrude. I think this is a 150, or no, this is a 200. That's right, it's a 200. And so I need to do a compression check and figure out. He seems to think it's fuel related, but what we need to do is first thing I'm gonna do is pull the plugs and see what they look like. 135, 246. So we got a heat. That's a heat sensor. That's not connected. But this one is. All right. Oh, it's getting fuel. That's definitely it. It's a wet plug. It's getting fuel. This one's not getting spark, I guarantee it. Oh yeah. I don't know if you can see it, but that one's number 3, and it's not super wet, but I bet it's getting fuel. And you can see that one's kind of wet too. I mean, it's not like super wet, but it's wet. So 135. That one's kind of the same thing. It's a little wet. Not bad, but it's a little. So it's getting fuel. Yeah, this was very wet. So fuel is not your problem there, fella. Same thing, very wet. I can smell the fuel on it. So it's getting fuel. Well, let's get a spark plug checker. And what I do sometimes with like these V6s is I go ahead and connect them. I'll show this to you in a second, but so like all these were set, I don't know, about a quarter, I guess. So you can just pull these out. I'll do them about right there. Something like so, and then we're just gonna connect these up. That's a good thing about this CDI. I am a CDI distributor, but these are pretty nice spark plug checkers. So not sponsoring the video, of course, but they're definitely, I'm a distributor for them. So then we're going to take this out so that I got somewhere to ground to. And I could clip this on somewhere, but I don't know. Yeah, we'll just do that. I'll just clip it on. It'll stay. Then I'm going to get my remote start switch, and I'm going to put you on a tripod stand. Alright, I got my remote start. Let's hook this up to the solenoid. He's got a battery disconnect switch, so I think this should get us to just turn on. Yeah. All right, now we need to put the key in and put it on. Heard the alarm. See if we can get you guys close. See if we just even have what it takes for this to fire. I'm gonna have to look in there with you, so sorry if I get in the way. Alright, so one has got it. Looks like 1 and 2 has it. And then let's go down to here. So yes, I don't know if you can see it, but we have fire on this one, have fire on this one. And then we have fire on this one. So we got 1, 3, 5, 2, 4, 6. They all have fire. So let's do a compression test. I don't know if I can. Yeah, we can get it out here. So we can turn the key off because we don't need it. We don't need the ignition firing is what I'm saying for this. So we can just turn the key off. And the other thing that I need to do is put some water in my tub because we got a brand new impeller. So let me do that. And don't worry, for as little as time as I crank that, this thing sets in water at the marina. So that impeller is just fine. Now, while that's filling up, I guess I could tell you road stories, but nothing really comes to mind right now. I don't know. Do I miss it? No, not really at all. It's kind of a different time. If you can't tell, it's still a little chilly here. We might as well let it fill up. Yeah, it just sits in the marina. You can see by the bottom of the boat, like, man, dude, I wouldn't do this to my boat, but hey, you know, you can do whatever you want to. I mean, if you want to spend your money on that, that's fine. I don't care. Bring it back to me. I'll fix it. Hopefully you can see that. Good. Maybe I should kind of zoom in. But it'll take a few minutes for that to fill up, so we'll come back. All right, I got water in our tub. See if I have got a paint pen, remote start. Why did it not keep cranking? Look at. I don't know why it's doing that. Well, we got about 120. If you guys can see that, but let's just say, well, that's 120. So I'm wondering if his battery's died. He says that I think he told me he keeps it on charge like all winter. He's got that battery disconnect. It's just a homemade remote start deal. Should just keep going. So, what's that? 100. Very strange. Anyway, we're going to say that one's 120. Again, 1, 3, 5. Hopefully you can see that. 120. No cylinders are wet, so you really, I would say it's like, you could call it a wet test because they're wet. Yeah, it's got to be low. Anyway, 120. All right, there's that side. That's probably not going to be a good way to show that. It's a little better. Say we're low on juice. We're gonna call that 118. It's kind of a, yeah, I'm gonna call that like 118. And then let's see what we get on 4. Hope that Yeah, I say 118 on that one too. We can see a good amount of fuel coming out of 6, but I'm not seeing that same kind. That's another thing you can see is like when you're doing this, if you see like a mist coming out, then you're getting fuel. So we do have, I believe, a fuel problem. So I think that's why you would also consider this a wet test, because you got fuel going to it. I'm gonna call that 118 as well. So, next thing we do is put this on charge and see if I think we got a pretty low battery, because it should just crank, unless we got a weak starter or we have a weak connection. It could have been my little, just thinking about this, it could be my remote switch. So we still have this hooked up. Let's see if maybe it's the actual switch. Like, let's see what the switch on the panel does. What I'm saying is that could be my switch, my remote switch. It is a little funky, and I'm going right off the solenoid. So it could be that. Let me turn the key on the ignition on the boat and see what it does. So you can see that it's definitely that. So I'm going to take the air box off now so that I can get a gander inside there and see what those carbs look like. And that's on the front. Not a real good way for me to show you that. I guess I try to come over here somehow. So he did say that the fuel pump has never been replaced, and it's one of these, it's an oil injection pump, and if I remember, and I'm going to have to ask him, yeah, he's got the pump disconnected because he's just mixing the oil. It's probably right. I mean, I'm going to suggest that we replace the pump. Got to remember how these go, though, because this one is, we've got, what do we got? We got an oil line. So really only lines we could disconnect the oil line, but we need the line that goes from the motor to the, it's kind of the pumping action. And then we need the input from the fuel, which is coming in here. It's going over here somewhere on this side, I don't know. And then we'll need the output to the, but let's take these off first. You know what, I'm not doing this all day. At 18 degrees before top dead center. And I'm guessing that's wide open throttle. I'll look at my book. That's not going to be what our base timing is. That's going to be what our wide open throttle timing is. Oh yeah, the old dreaded plastic carbs. This is not too terrible in the air box. Probably not great. Let's see what we can do with some carb spray. Otherwise, it's an expensive carb job. So, I guess we're gonna go on the front of these. We're gonna open every one of these bowls. So there's a little bitty thing right here. Just get your... Yeah, flush some old fuel out. All right, this bottom one, you're gonna need something like this to get in there, because you can't get in there with a normal screwdriver, is what I'm saying. All right, then I got a rag. I'm gonna lay it down underneath this deal, so if you catch all that gas, we're gonna back flush this dude. Alright, well, I don't like how that one's coming out. Oh. Alright. Then we're just gonna flush them. And that should be enough right there. Wait a minute, I didn't take that one out, did I? Plastic carbs. What a stupid idea. So really these are supposed to be vacuumed. You do a vacuum pressure. I don't have that. Alright. Pull my rag, but oh man, it'll wipe all this down. Get gas all over my hands. Alright, so I just want to double check our timing. See if it's a fuel pump or what exactly is going on. So I'm gonna have to get to the battery, I believe. I don't know if I can do it with this thing. Hate to take. I'm definitely not gonna be able to see it, but you get the idea. See if we got a light or not. Yeah, we got some light. So now they've got a mark at 6 degrees before top dead center. I may have to look at my manual. I don't think it says anywhere. It's like 2 to 4 degrees, but we'll see where this one is. Just kind of curious. I'm not seeing it at all. I got a light though. So what is going on with you? So their initial was like 6 degrees. Let's see here. Yeah, 6 degrees. I'm gonna mark that, mark my top. And then we're gonna mark our 18, which is gonna be wide open throttle. Yeah, so our 0 is like way over here. All right, so just let's just turn her in and see what happens. Probably somebody turned this and they didn't know what they were doing. Yeah, so we're getting closer. Still gotta go ways. Yeah. All right, now we'll do wide open throttle. If I get out of this boat. You doing all right?
Yeah. I'll be done in just a second.
Yeah? You act like you did this before.
I've done it once before. On my not boat, but my regular charter.
I got Mark over here rewired his trailer. He's like, don't worry about it, I'll do it. All right. That's fine. All right, now let's see what we are. Wide open throttle. I'm gonna have to get up. I'm gonna stand up. Get too old for this. All right, so we're not quite at our mark, and there is a so wide open throttle. We're talking wide open throttle. This is going to be our adjustment. See? And then our other adjustment for this is actually a carb adjustment. But this is our adjustment for the idle timing. So let me get a wrench. I think it's a 7/16. I'm gonna have to get my 3/8. So we can actually go in more now, I think. So that's as wide open as we can go, and you can see it filled up the gap. Let's just see where this is though, because I'm gonna have to adjust that to meet our 18 degrees wide open throttle. I still can't tell. Seems like I go back even more. Whoa, that's right. I kind of think we're all right, because it's going to pick up RPMs as it goes. So we're about 14. So I'm saying at 18 is the deal, but let's see what happens if we can get it to run. Throw some plugs in it. And we're going to check our plugs too. Okay, I would have just check these spark plugs real quick before I throw them back in. Okay, so I don't have anything on that one. Nothing on that one either. Nothing on that one. Wow. Did we get any ohms at all? I think we got some foul plugs. Alright, 4.1. Alright, I'm gonna look this up. May have to go get some spark plugs. Somebody's whistled at me. Hey, thanks for watching, subscribing, commenting, all that stuff. Alright, I went and got some spark plugs. So we'll throw some spark plugs in it and see if we can get it to lick off. I like to spray a little of this cleaner carb spray in there. And then I gapped them all at 30 thousandths. And these are the plugs that it called for, QL77JC4s. So it had another plug that was in it. It was NGK BPR7HS. It would work, but they're not the right plugs. All right. So I think if it licks off and dies, then it's probably a fuel related problem. Get it. I think it's time for me a new spark plug socket. This one's been giving me a little weird fit lately. Like if it's not on just right, it ain't working. Alright. So anyway, I hope it does right, because I hate those plastic carbs. I'll do them, but alright. Roll all on there real good. Nice and neat. So let's see if it'll lick off. Oh, she's spitting and a sputtering. Yeah, she's a spitting and a sputtering. Okay. So I think we got a carb issue. Yeah, I got a carb for every piston on this deal. So it's kind of the bad part of it. I don't know. See if I can crawl up here and see if I got it timed good or not. I am going to get my other ladder. And let's see here. I still have this. I just broke it loose. Oh. Oh, that's right. Get on out of there. Well, it kind of wasn't tight, but let's see what happened here. Yeah, I think we got a fast speed and a slow speed, but it seems like it's running out. He thought it might be a fuel pump. Yeah, see, we're just running out of fuel in the fuel bowls. I believe that's what it is. Yeah, we're pretty far in, I think. So I think this has got to go in. Let's see what that does here. Alright, well, no sense going any further. It's definitely a fuel pump. But I think we got it's slightly out of time. Alright. I mean, that should go in. Yeah, it's just running out of fuel. That's all it is. So, I got a fuel pump. I guess the next thing is to let him know that I think that's what it is. and see if we can't get him all straightened out here.